What's up, y'all? Road to 2300. So we're at 2055. We had a game yesterday. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload that game. I don't know how my upload is going. I need to edit that video. Regardless, uh, it wasn't that entertaining of a game, so I'm not sure if I'll upload it or not, but I recorded it live. So we get Matroni. So I check his profile, and he seems legit, so we'll play it. E4. So we get a Caro Kann. We're going to play a Von Henning Gambit. I've never seen this before. I still kind of want to play a Von Henning, but yeah, this is kind of odd. We'll just play Bishop E3. We'll play Queen D2 on the next move, I think. If he doesn't take, I might just play this like an advanced Caro Kann. Not 100% sure. But H6 is a weird move. But hopefully we still can play like a Von Henning. But I don't know. Very odd, to say the least. If he goes Queen B6, I'd be kind of annoyed, I'm not going to lie. I probably can just take on D5 and just claim a lead in development. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, I want to go Queen D2 and just long castle, to be honest. But knight out probably is what Engine would like. Let me think for a bit. Okay, Queen D2. I'm worried about B5 or Bishop B4. So I don't think that's what I'm going to play. I think I'll play like A3 low-key. Just to hinder the development of this bishop. Like, I don't see if I have much better to do here. And I don't think I'm going to castle long. And I don't think we're going to get a Von Henning at all, I'm going to be honest. Because this guy is playing some weird thing. Super solid, but hopefully we can punish him. Here it just looks like he's asking for me to go E5. Okay, E5, Bishop C6, C7, I mean. So maybe I go Bishop D3 here. Yeah, I think we go here. And we go Bishop D3. Also, the good thing about this is it kind of takes away Queen B6. If he goes back to C7, Which, I mean, seems like the most natural square. And we'll just develop our knight. I don't see anything super challenging about the way this guy is playing this. I think he just played this wrong. I don't think you're supposed to play the Caro-Kann like this. Okay, it looks like he's preparing to go D or C5. I think we should just proceed with normal developing plans. I don't see why not. Okay. I'm low-key thinking of rotating this knight over to here. I like the idea of castles, though. Let's just castle. Like, what are we doing here? I think knight here, c3. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to go here. It's probably a good idea to trade off the light square bishops. I think this is too slow. I think we just go rook e1. Yeah, let's just go rook e1. Just improve our pieces. And we'll take with the queen. If he ever moves the knight, okay, we take with the queen. So his knight is kind of annoying if it comes to f4. That's why I'm calculating knight f4. I even want to. I'm even thinking of going knight h7 here to just get rid of that idea. But I actually can't even go knight here, and it takes away that square. But okay. Look, I'm gonna play this regardless. So let's just go here. Huh. Now I want to go knight here. Kind of blocks in the bishop though. Knight here or knight here is the question. I think knight here. I think h4 actually, because then, yeah, let's go here, and if he goes knight to g6, we'll go h4, h5, kind of like the Nimzovich attack. Okay, let's just push this now. Okay, what is he going for? Okay, what if I just go here? I don't know what he's doing. He's just pushing pawns. If I go here, castles, that's kind of what I want. I just take more space. This square. So I'm thinking of going here, knight f5, g4. play it. This seems like a very weakening move. I want to go here ideally, but we can't. Here it takes, yeah. Okay, we'll just drop back. Okay, well now this bishop has a square forever. I just don't want him to get this C. We also can plant it here now. Let's just improve the pieces. Like, just improve the pieces. He's just going to try to flag us. So, just improve the pieces. Tactics will appear. I'm already thinking of going queen f3. And b3 was to limit the knight on the queen side. Okay, he goes here. Okay. The problem if takes, he opens up the c file. That's the only issue. Or G file, I mean, is what I meant to say. This is such a fucking... Oh my God. Thing is, if he wins this pawn, he can't castle anywhere. I'll probably just try to trade off rooks there. I don't want to open up this G file, but at the same time, how can he get rid of this knight? Okay, what if we take and I go here? Like, this seems like... Okay. Let's take here. We'll just push this pawn, fuck it. We'll just push the pawn. Here, queen takes, pawn takes. There's no way to stop promotion. Our next move is knight h6 probably. Actually, no, I could probably just push. Actually, no, push, queen takes. Okay, let's go here. Our next move is going to be knight to f6. He has to sack the queen. Nice. Good win. Screw this guy. Played his bum Caro-Kann. Clean game. I think that was a clean game. 87 accuracy. Very nice game. I'm happy with this game, actually. So we'll analyze this real briefly. I'm actually very happy with that game. I think I played that very nicely. I think I played that very nicely. Let's look at the game. And I'm now 7 elo away from my peak, so it says my peak is 2100. It's not. Like, as you guys can see, I held 2100 for 0.2 seconds. But 2070 is my actual peak. Very nice game. Very happy with this game. I felt like positionally I was winning the entire time. It was good. So we'll analyze first without the engine, and I'll talk a little bit more about what I was thinking. And by the way, I was getting a little bit more silent at the end, mainly because I was trying to focus. So Von Henning Gambit takes here. I don't even think h6 is a move. I guess it is. It's been played very little times. It's been played 47 times in the... Let me make sure my mic is on, by the way. Okay, it is. H6 is kind of, it's not really a challenging move. And I was thinking in my head, the Von Henning Gambit is... I think I've talked about this before. I think I talked about it in my 2000 Blitz video. My bad. Takes here, here, and the whole idea of this gambit is you want to... First, there's this trap. They have to avoid this, and even after that, they have to avoid this, which is kind of annoying. But this is not the main idea. Let's say they block in their light squared bishop, which a lot of Caro-Kann players like to do because they're very solid. They're very sophisticated. They want to play like little chumps. So short castles, and the whole idea of this gambit is you want to use the fact that their light squared bishop isn't in the game to start an attack. Let's just say like here. And then here, and then, or not even here, and then you want to place your bishop on g5, and all sorts of interesting things can happen. For example, like right away, if they play like this is already devastating. They have to play like this to avoid mate. So that's the whole point of it. When I say avoid mate, I mean this. So that's what I was referring to. But they didn't play this. I have never faced this h6 system, so here I was all on my own, and I had to rely on pure chess, positional play, opening principles. Bishop e3, I don't know why it keeps having the move feedback on. I don't want to have that right now. Let me exit out. Okay, well, it's going to have it regardless. I don't know why. I don't know how to turn it off, but we'll deal with it. Bishop e3, my idea with bishop e3 was... It's kind of a waiting move. I wanted to see here if he would take, and then I just go into a Von Henning, just a Von Henning with my bishop on e3. And the good thing about this is my bishop was never going to go to g5 anyways. That was the square that I wanted to put it on. So it's never going to go to g5 anyway. So bishop e3 is just like a kind of a waiting move. Maybe you could argue bishop here is better placed, but I thought here, Caro-Kann players like to push c5. I kind of prevent that idea a little bit, is what I was thinking in my head. But it probably doesn't make that big of a difference. So That's kind of why I delayed knight f3. I probably would have played knight. Yeah, knight f3 is the best move, but I still wanted to play, this Von Henning style and get something like, get something like this, and I get back into familiar territory. Even though this might be objectively worse, practically I think this is better for me, and I think, you know, I still can, short castle, have this open f-file for my rook. The bishop and rook coordinate well in the square. If he plays e6, there's all sorts of tricks. For example, let's say here, 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 here. There's already this sacrifice, and I'm winning material here. So, and I'm ruining his king safety. So I still get those ideas playing like this, but he didn't play like that. He decided to play super passive, and I just played a3 to prevent the bishop from coming here. I was originally thinking queen d2, but I didn't know what I was going to, not that, of course. I didn't know what I was going to do here. Like, I just thought this is kind of, this isn't bad, but I don't like doing this. I think I should prioritize development, and I think a3 is just a nice, prophylaxis. Just where is this bishop going to go? Is it going to go here? And if it does go here, it runs into e5, which is what I was thinking. So he plays here, e5, and here I was thinking, I originally thought e5 was a bad move because of bishop, c7, and the bishop is kind of locked up, but it can reroute to b6. But the thing about this is, in the Caro-Kann and the Caro-Kann and French are very similar, by the way. He can't put his queen on b6 anymore. He can't go here, which is a very typical maneuver. I don't know how good of it is, but it's annoying, so it must be somewhat good. Every time people play queen b6, it puts pressure on d4 and b2. So I was thinking, let's just get rid of all that. And this is a mistake, I think, because now if he goes back here, queen b6 is off the table because the bishop kind of gets in the way. And just looking at this position, my knight's out, my bishop is out, I have this center bind. I have my knight that's going to come to f3. I was even debating going f4, but I think that was too committal. But knight f3, bishop d3. I have easy development, and black has very, hard development. Like, knight g e2. That's only knight e7. To go knight f5 or knight g6 is the way. So he's going to spend 2 tempi developing his knight, which is common in the advanced French. So it's kind of is not even a Caro-Kann anymore. This is more like a French, but you've played c6. Which, in light of that, I actually think queen g4 might have been a cool idea. What does Engine think of queen g4? Thinks it's an inaccuracy, but queen g4 seems very interesting to me. If I play against the c6 system, I might just play like a Nimzovich attack, because I'm not even gambiting a pawn. Queen g4, I really like queen g4 here. What are you playing here? Like this? This seems super weakening. Like, probably can just proceed like knight f3, bishop d3. I actually might play it like this next time. It didn't even come to my head. This is like a Nimzovich attack. It basically is a Nimzovich attack, and it's even better because his bishop isn't even on here, so he has to weaken it on purpose. Could have I even played queen g4 as early as move, like, let's say I play a3. Yeah, this is probably the perfect time to play queen g4. It says it's an inaccuracy. It's still +1, and I think this might offer practical advantages. Queen g4 might be something I'll explore in the future. If not explore, just keep this in mind, because this kind of synchronizes really well. Like, he goes here. Maybe I don't take now, but I can reroute my knight to g3. And he can't even go knight here, which is because of this. So I actually really like queen g4 here with further analysis. Knight f3 is a mistake. It likes f4, I think, is what I saw, which is what I was debating on playing, but I was like, f4 might be a little bit too committal. It might be too weakening. I don't know how much I like that. I think knight f3 is just a developing move. I don't know why it thinks it's a mistake. It still thinks I'm better. Just b6, knight e7. Yeah, that makes sense, knight e7. But I think knight f3 is fine. Here, I don't know, it keeps showing the move feedback. Bishop d3. I just wanted to get developed. I don't know what he was doing on the queen side. I think bishop to a6 makes a lot of sense because this light squared bishop is super strong. This light squared bishop is stuck behind all these light squared pawns. If you guys can see this. So trading off the light squared bishops is beneficial to him, but he's wasting tempo doing that. It doesn't like rook e1. I can't in the faintest clue understand why. Rook e1 is just an improving move. Like what did it like besides rook e1? It thinks bishop x a6. I didn't like bishop x a6 because of this, and he gets, I mean, like, it's just helping him develop. I don't know. What's the point of helping him develop? I was thinking if he moved his knight here and he goes bishop a6, I'll take and I'll at least get his rook into a weird position. So, I don't know why it doesn't like rook e1. In fact, it even says 0.73 after. I don't know. Rook e1 seems fun to me. Knight here. Yeah, knight e2 is best move. Yeah, I was thinking this knight has no future. I can reroute it to f4 or g6, g3. It's a concept that a lot of newer players don't really understand. When the knight on c3 isn't really doing anything, it has no future. It can't really go to b5 because of the square. So, yeah, I think this is just too slow. And I think does it like knight f5 better? It does. I was just thinking here, does it like g4? This is what I was thinking of going for. It does like g4 a little bit. Okay. I was thinking knight g6 is fine. The reason I thought knight g6 was fine is because if he goes, it kind of, prevents him from going here. But if he goes here, I have h4. That's kind of was my idea. And I wonder if it likes h4. It doesn't like h4. It likes knight h5, which is my other idea. I think I was talking about that in the game. But, yeah, here I went knight h5. Oh, so what does it think about h4 here? It says it's an inaccuracy. Yeah, I went knight h5 here to provoke something, and it did provoke the weakness. This f square, and this just provokes an even bigger weakness. He has all these dark squared weaknesses. His dark square bishop is here, so yeah, think of it. His dark square bishop went from here to here. It's completely, so these weaknesses on the dark squares really kind of messed him up. I went b6. This might have been a bit too slow. I think engine probably likes this. Yeah, I think this and then probably here, right? Is this what it likes? Okay, we'll check it out after. I just immediately, I think I was low on time here, so I was like, okay, I wanted to prevent his knight from coming here. So if he takes and swaps it off like this, he doesn't have that square. But yeah, here, great move. So he can't castle short, and I'm just putting my pieces in better squares. That's kind of what I was thinking. Here, rook e1 was a mistake, I think, because of this, right? I probably should have just taken here. Yeah, I should have just taken. But I was kind of worried about opening up the g file, but in hindsight, this knight, he has no way to kick out this knight. This knight's a big outpost, and once I go queen to here, it's kind of over. He can't even go here because of this. So this is kind of where the game fell apart, and I saw this. Oh, he didn't play that, my bad. But, oh my god, why is it not? Okay, I went here, and I took immediately. He goes queen here, and the reason he goes queen here is to protect this f square, because I think this is, I don't know, this is probably not mate, but I at least won the rook. So here I was just like, okay, I'll take. He takes. This is kind of useless. You're just losing here. Resign, buddy. So I went here. He kind of has to lose the exchange, and it's not even that. I just get to push this h-pawn, and I go queen here because you guys can visualize. This does hang a piece, but this pawn, it's unstoppable for promotion. I'll win the piece back. So that's what I was kind of calculating in my head. And here, I thought he was actually going to go here, and if I go here, he's going to take, and we get something like, something like this, and he'd resign eventually, but he wanted to, I knew as this he had to give up the queen. I'll take back with the pawn. I could even probably take back with the queen, but that's too unnecessary. Just take back this, and then, I mean, how is he going to stop promotion? Like, he can try something like I'd probably just play this. I probably wouldn't even, I'd probably just push, here, I just check, here, check, here, check, and this is probably mate. No, you can go here. It's just mate. So very clean game. I'm very happy how I converted this. I'm curious to see. We'll look more what engine said. E4, bishop d3. Like I said, this game was a lot better than my game I had yesterday. I might upload both. I'm not 100% sure. But this is kind of where I think he went wrong. Just allowing me to get all my pieces on his king side. I'm curious the reason it thinks this is bad. Is it because of this? This is what I was kind of worried about, this. Yeah, I was worried about this a bit. Knight g7. Knight g7. What is knight g7? Like this? I mean, I don't know about all that, but I thought this maneuver, this was nice, and here's just completely losing. Takes. I just push the pawn. I don't see any way to stop it, and I mean, played like a 2400, so road to 2300 maybe. So we're at 2063. I'm very happy with this game, and when I'm really happy with the game, I'll probably just chill for the rest of the day instead of tilting, but I might play another game, I'm not sure, but overall I think it was a good video. I think it was kind of instructive. I think main thing, hammering on these dark square weaknesses, trying to punish your opponent's passive play. My opponent the entire time, he was just trying to flag me, really. He's just playing instantly, not really thinking, he just wants to get an easy win. I'm not sure if that's what he was going for, but I mean, that's how it felt, and that's how a lot of these rats get their wins. They just don't even want to play. They just want to play trash openings. This is a big mistake, weakening this g4 square. All these dark square weaknesses, his dark square bishop is all the way on the queen side. The dark square bishop is on the king side normally, so it kind of, it's essentially this bishop is not even, essentially I'm playing up a piece, because this bishop really isn't doing anything. These dark squares, eventually I could even play c3, if you guys can visualize, and this dark square bishop is completely out of the game, so, like, I mean, even here it says it's a good move. Like, just creating this very good dark square chain, and the good thing about it is even though, theoretically, since all my pawns are on dark squares, 1, 2, like literally all of them but my g-pawn, theoretically, my dark square bishop is bad, but it's getting to operate on these, on the king side. It's getting to operate here and here, if you guys can see that, and that's kind of what the downfall was. And whenever he moved this knight on d6, it kind of enforced that, because you're now not guarding this f6 square. That's kind of why I was hesitant of going with this plan right away. Like, I wanted to go here next move, but knight b6, he played it anyways because he's just trying to flag me. So that's how you punish passive play. That's probably what I'm going to title the video, how to punish, super passive play. I mean, I think it was kind of instructive, and I'll learn from the game. I'm thinking the one thing that I think I should have considered, maybe, I think I played the game, perfectly. I don't think I had any, major mistakes. I had the advantage the entire game, but this queen g4 idea, when they start playing this, because I've seen this triangle set up a couple of times. Well, they'll go, they won't go h6 here. They'll play like this, and maybe I should treat this like a Nimzovich attack. Like, I'm not sure how this would work. Like, maybe knight c2 takes, or maybe, I don't know, like here, queen b6. Actually, I don't know how it would work in this type of setup, honestly, but I'll figure it out. In this particular position, it would work in this. If I played queen g4 here, I think it would work. It even thinks it's, Engine even thinks this is a viable continuation. So, this is just, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why does Engine not like this? But queen g4 makes a lot of sense. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.